Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. I hope that everybody is doing absolutely fantastic today, and I'll let time kind of go forward just a little bit, not a lot. We are struggling to make a little bit of money, and honestly that's okay, but it is profitable. Unfortunately my ships do take forever to kind of move things, and I was just kind of taking a look at what is being produced over here, and I wish there was a better way, and maybe it's something that I've just never figured out how to do, is to really figure out like how to get this to balance the way that I want them to, because it doesn't seem to be even. I understand that Modesto to Jacksonville is a lot closer compared to Memphis, which is way the hell down there, but I feel like, you know, there should be a way to be able to change that, you know. So going, okay, well, I want, like, it shouldn't have separate lines like this, right? It should have all of it's just sitting there waiting for it to kind of do its thing, right? Like, instead of having the lines here, it should have, this is what is currently available regardless of what line it's at. And I just wish there was a way to kind of do that, and maybe there is, and I just don't know what to really search for to really figure out how to do that. And it might be something that I'm gonna have to look at maybe after we record this episode, because having, you know, I want 300 total tools sitting here, and anybody can pick them up. It does not matter what line it is, as long as they accept tools, right? I mean, that's really all I care about. So now, because look at it's way underproducing, and I don't want to send any more tools up to Jacksonville, because I mean, yes, they could probably take a little bit more, and maybe I should, but having 12 tools only going down to Memphis, which I don't even know what they accept right now. I can't remember. They accept almost 100, so one shipment is going to be plenty for them. But yeah. But Jacksonville is already growing. It's already doubled its capacity, which is awesome. I would just like to get a few more things over here. Trying to figure out how to do that, because I need a really big supply of oil to make that happen. So there is this one right here, and I've got, let's see, this oil refinery, but it takes two. So there's this oil well in Pittsburgh, there's this one over technically in Elk Grove, and then there's an Elk Grove refinery. They accept fuel, and also Jacksonville does. But the problem is we're going to run into the same thing again. You know, this one facility is going to try to produce for Elk Grove and also Jacksonville, and it's going to separate it out like this, which I do not like whatsoever. I think that is like the dumbest thing that this game could do, and I don't know how to change it. So maybe I should spend just a little bit of time before I get completely frustrated and go ahead and figure that out real quick. Well, believe it or not, it seems like there are a lot of other people that are struggling with the same kind of thing, but the only thing that I can really think of is why we're getting very few production or tools for Modesto down to Memphis is because technically this ship hasn't even made it down to Memphis once, so it doesn't even really know that it needs to make tools for that specific line. I mean, that is a possibility. Or maybe I need to, in the future, just really think about only having one factory make one thing for one city. I mean, there is that, but that really makes things difficult, because you're going to have multiple airports, multiple train stations, all doing technically the same thing, but also not doing the same thing, which is pretty rough. So I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. I feel like that's just wrong. So All right, so what I would like to do is take a look at this down here and see what this is actually holding. So it only has 21 pieces of wood, and there's nothing being stored right now. There's only 4 pieces there, so that's pretty much even. There's a ton there. So let's go ahead and maybe get a few more of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I guess what I could do is maybe take a couple from this line and say manage vehicle, and then what I could do is I could be like, well, I'm gonna put you on the other line, the Memphis 1 line, just to kind of maybe manage vehicles and put you on Memphis 1 line. That way there's like a whole bunch more vehicles on the other line, so that the production here can really be like have some extra stuff just chilling here all the time, because I don't want it so that they're only picking up 1 or 2, because then at that point we're not making any money on that specific line, right? If they don't have the ability to bring stuff down all of the time, then so like this guy picked up 6, this guy has 6, but then there's not going to be enough. There might be enough by the time he gets there. I mean, if it's right at 0, then, you know, we're picking up. This might actually be perfect. Pretty dang close. Okay, he's taking 6. How about you? You're taking 6. All right, that's great. So getting rid of 2 on that line might have solved it. Now, the only problem with that is one of these lines down here is going to be constantly being delivered all the time. Nice. I mean, one makes 20,000, one makes 7,000, and we're starting to finally make some additional money. We can repay that back. I just got to find that right amount of, you know, balance for each of those. Okay, let's take a look at these, because I know when I let it go for a little bit, this one was getting really close to running out, which we really don't want that to happen. We've got a lot of planks here just chilling. There's so many tools sitting here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and manage this, and we're going to buy another one of these guys. Not enough money, of course not. So let's go ahead and borrow more. We're at $13.5 million for a loan. Yikes, that is kind of rough, but I guess it is kind of what it is. There we go. So now we have 2 of them, and one ship is already not doing well. So our most profitable line technically is going to be probably our ship line. And then we have our tool delivery, which I need 1 truck for. I really don't even need 1 truck for. What is something that I could do down here for this stupid truck? Because going back and forth from there to there is just going to make me spend money. Until the shipment is sent down here anyway. Where's that stupid boat? Is it? So it only loaded up on 33. That's all it had. Well, at least it has 33. I'm kind of curious to see how much money this guy will make us when it gets all the way back here. Okay, right. So Jacksonville is growing even more. So once I make 2 deliveries of tools, these guys really aren't going to want that, are they? Because it's not big enough to... Okay, now if we have... So they are using the tools. But with 2 deliveries of that, ooh, I feel like that could be a little overkill. Maybe. But this city is going to be growing massive here in just a second. I mean, it's double the size of pretty much anything else. But, so we have a food line, and we can make Modesto bigger too. Modesto is it in up there? No, it's not. How big is Modesto? Only 165. So, if we take food, I just don't have the money to really do this, do I, though? Then bring food down. So, in theory, we can make a train in Modesto right here, and we can go stop here, pick up food there, pick up food here, or farm here, bring it over to there, and then bring it over there. The only problem is you got 1, 2, 3 bridges. This line can come back the same bridge, and then it would have to come down over here. So that's going to be really expensive if we do something like that. So I don't know if we can do that right now. What I need to do is maybe just set up a couple other lines that can just, that are really close, like brick to here, and then maybe find a place that we could deliver it that's really close by. Like if something is like just like this is really close, right? So I could easily put in back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but that's pretty close. That's not going to make us a lot of money. Force 3. The Memphis line, because it's going so far, is making actually a lot of money. Really? Where is that at? It's over here. Oh, now we're having build up. Okay, so apparently we need 1 more here. And let's get 1, 2, and 3 there. Okay, well, I mean, that's a decent start. If that's our best line, then yeah, we really want that to continue to make us money, right? All right, did we have a couple deliveries of goods? We did. So how is Jacksonville doing? Not really growing yet. So our 2 biggest ones are, let's see, how big is Oklahoma City? Not really up there. Where's Oxnard at again? Over here. There it is. Okay, so we have a bread line. Okay, so this might be something that we're gonna have to do. So we got 2. We got 2 wheat. Coral Springs. I thought these guys were just 1 wheat. I wonder if there's anything on here that's like 1. Probably not. I was just gonna take way too long to find. There's one here. Is there any that are like 1 for 1? Probably not. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Nope. Okay, well, I guess what we can do is... Where was that? Coral Springs? Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this, because it's going to be going through Coral Springs, which I can easily bypass some of it, right, by putting a road right here. Is there another? There's 3. So if I do... I can't believe that this Memphis line is making as much money as it is. Oh yeah, I want to see where this ship is at. It looks like it might be getting close, because I want to see how much money it's going to make for dropping off those 33 logs, or 33 things. Can we get more drop off? We can easily. So let's go ahead and get 1, 2, not enough money, of course not. Borrow the money, man. Manage. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we can pay that back. And we can pay that back now because that just dropped off some. So the water is kind of a hit and miss. Made 77,000 here, and we lost, but that's because we bought the ship there. Made money. Now we're losing money even with that drop off, and we're gonna lose money ultimately because we're not gonna get another drop off in this year. So it's like every other year is kind of like we got 1 year that does pretty decent, and then the next year doesn't do that decent, but I don't know. Seems kind of weird. All right, so let's see here. If we can go... We might be able to sneak it right here. Nope. Right. Nope. Right there. Guess right. Yeah, we're gonna put it right here, I guess. $81,000. Come on, autosave. We can do there. To there. And then we need to figure out how to drop it off in the city. There. All right, so let's do a new line from here to there. To there. I mean, it's all going to the same spot, so I guess it really doesn't matter. So line 1, we got Coral Springs, wheat, to food, and then to Coral Springs. Then we're gonna go ahead and copy all of that, and then we're gonna do a new line from here to there to there, and then that's gonna be number 2. Then let's put in a road depot right here. Power's Blade Iron. Okay. Need the depot. And kind of like right in the middle between the two. I think would work good. Let's do... Oh, dang. Oh, dang. 25. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. We're gonna do 10 of these guys. And then we're gonna have to borrow more. Oh, good God. I'm back up to... I'm just spending way too much money. 5 vehicles. We got 10 of these guys. And we're gonna put them on number 2. Meep, meep. Ooh, big old ship available for purchase. I didn't even see how much money we made from that ship. Nuts. 50 tools down to Memphis. I feel like we're gonna have to get rid of one of these ships because at some point we're gonna lose production abilities, right? There's 52 stored there, and it's hovering around pretty good, I guess. Okay, so it's already actually a level, moving on to level 2, or is technically a level 2, I guess. Is it balancing out a little bit more? Kinda. As long as we can maintain 2 ships going up to Jacksonville, that's really all I care about, to be completely honest. But, you know what? This port might not be able to reach all of that, though. So if we did... If we take a look at the overlay, and we look here, tools. It doesn't look like it's, I mean, it's reaching some of this, but some of the stuff over here, it's not reaching. How fast is this ship traveling at? It's pretty slow, isn't it? So I am really curious to see how much money that makes. All right, got a little bit more money. Oh, we got a little bit more money back, so we can actually go ahead and repay that. Can we make a little bit more and we can pay back? There we go. Got a little bit of money in the pocket, not much. I mean, this will drop off and make a little bit. How much? What do we got? Best lines. Best line is the ships right now. And then we got the forest. I mean, this one's losing money because it's pretty much empty right now, right? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Repay that. Now we're down to 12 mil. So we actually repaid 1.5 million just in today's episode so far. That's awesome. I mean, we're doing pretty good. But I would like to get some fuel over here. Maybe I should have started in 1850 again, because I feel like this is about this time is where I really started to like finally start to grow, is where in 14 years later. So that means if, in theory, if I started in 1850 in my last playthrough and it was about 1930s that I started to explode, I mean, that's 80 years. So we're not looking until about 1980-ish to really start to just like pop. Okay, so why isn't this one producing as much as this one? Do configure. A nice old, big old building here. Let's put it on. Can we put it on this side? Does it fit? No? Anywhere? Right there it does. Come on. Somebody's got to be dropping off something to make some money. Speed up time a little bit, I guess. There we go. Do any of these have food in them? That one's full. That one's... Some of these have got like nothing in it. So this one isn't doing very good. As far as... Wow, this has like nothing in it. Why is this farm like not producing anything? This one has a ton. Okay, so let's slow you down. Let's go manage vehicle and put you on line number 1. Gonna pull in there and then turn around. How about this one? Is this number 2? So we're gonna go manage vehicles and we're gonna put you on line number 1. Put you on line number 1. And put you on line number 1. For whatever reason, this thing is just not producing really good. Well, if you would produce so that this thing can actually have something to pick up, instead of have everything's going over there. That is interesting. And I guess what we could do is, if once we get a little bit of money, we could set up a third route, but I just don't know if this needs it or not. Yeah, see, this is already pretty much maxed out with food. And we don't even have it at full capacity yet, so I don't really need to probably use the other one. Okay. Where's that ship at? Only right there. It's got a long way to go. I mean, it has to come from up here and go all the way around this and then down. And we got a big old autosave happening. I mean, we made $1.3 million in 1913. Even with some of our investments, which I guess wasn't a ton, it was just the one building. But see, this is what I mean. Like, the waterways are really interesting when it comes to making any type of profit. So maybe, I don't know. That's why it's going to be really weird to see like how much it actually makes. But neither one of these ships are going to make it down. This one might make it there before the end of the year, but we're going to have a significant loss for operating. Because this ship, wherever the hell it's at now, it's only right there. How fast are these things? Details. It's 10 years old already. And it only goes at 16 miles an hour. Oh god, that's fucking slow. Okay, yeah, I really am going to need to get... I really need to get trains going. I think that might have been a downfall to not use trains, but I was like, you know what, you're gonna use waterways this time because That might be pretty efficient, but I guess not. But trains just require like so much back and forth, like to get stuff the way that you want it to go. So let's see if we could find a really good area for that. But then that's gonna be really expensive to create too. I mean, we're looking at millions of dollars to create that. So I'm just trying to take a look at what we got here. So ultimately what I'm looking for is like multiple of like these, or wood, or you know, like the forest or the wheat or the oil, like kind of in a clump is what I'm looking for. And then something that I can send far away, but also have an industry that's really close to it that has multiple somewhere else that I could bring back. So it's full, completely two different ways. So they're like this. Here we got 3 oils here. We actually got 5, kind of around Tacoma. 4 would be best, because then it's going to load up a lot quicker. Let's see, it transports oil to here, but then we have bricks. So is there like a big old quarry somewhere? I know there's one way on this side of the map, but that is way too far to go. We've got like 4... We got 4 quarries right here. That's what I need to find. Something that will be like, hey, see, we got logs here. We got 4 or 5 logs here. There's a plant there. Is there an oil production thing? Kinda. Like these 4 or 5. Let's send it way over here. Then I can pick up oil. 3, there's 4, bring it all to like this one, and then bring it back. So it can all load up into a train station, like right here. And then this is a hill, so we're gonna have to work around that. So I guess it would come close to Oxnard, and then come all the way back. It would drop it off here. Then we'd have oil that we could send somewhere else, right here. But the problem with trains is it only likes the same type of stuff. So if you're gonna do oil, you need to do oil, right? You need to... We're gonna do crude oil to refined oil, and then to fuel. And then that's fine. Or the same thing with like logs. If it's gonna be like, hey, we got logs to a tree thing here. Now what you could do is you could transport logs. So is there like 2 production? Yes. Yes. So what can I get over here? Is there... Perfect. Wow, we're actually starting to make pretty good money already. You know what though? We never did look to see where that ship was at because I've been so busy trying to figure out where I want. Ugh, I wish I would have known how much money that made. Well, I mean, it's made 734,000. And that's basically our best line, and we got the ships down here that are kind of operating at a loss right now. Is it even producing enough tools to make enough to make 2 lines possible? It is. Okay. Barely, but it is. That's pretty much max operating at. Oh, okay, now we need to start. Yeah, see now we're running. Okay, hold on a second. Let's slow you down a second. So let's send you all the way down to that one and manage this line, and we can do that one and manage that one. Manage that one, change the line to Modesto Force 1. What are the other ones doing? That's Force 2. And then Force 1. We just need to make sure that there's enough here. Did I seriously change all of these? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Did I accidentally change all of them? To... Yeah. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, we got a problem. We're gonna do this one, and let's do all of those to the tools again. How many is up here anyway? 106. How many do we have on that stupid line now? Manage the line. No, we don't want to manage the line. I need to manage the vehicles on it. Vehicles, there we go. So let's go ahead and send 3 more to this one. Now there's 26 on that line. How many are on this one? 24. Okay, that might be okay. Yeah, that will probably should be okay. Whew. I almost made a huge problem for myself. But we are paying back a significant amount of loans, so there we go. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pay off one more $500,000 and getting our total loan now down to 8.5 million. So we are starting to at least make money. We are 17 years in, and we don't have a ton of flexibility to go ahead and like create massive lines, right? Which kind of sucks because we need something that will just put us over that edge. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. I'm going to take a look at something that maybe I can do over here that is a decent distance that I can really be like, yes, let's do that. Like, so we can send wood over somewhere pretty far away, like over here, and then bring it back right down the same track and then bring it like right over to here. So there'd be a station here that it would basically bypass and then come over and drop it off. And then that could start our production for some of our machine stuff later time. And then we have this that we could also bring stuff into. But anyway, that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And honestly, guys, I will see you in the next one.